you doing with that skunk and bullshit?
I'm pretty sure that the skunk is dead because I drove past, like really close to my house, I drove past a squashed skunk with its intestines all over the road.
Are its little piss holes, like, did they shoot out, or was there any, like, those glands in the back that they just sort of...
Oh, yeah, it smelled awful.
Yeah. Have you ever noticed, like, when you drive past a dead skunk, it smells like really, really strong coffee? Like, really bad truck stop coffee?
No.
Okay, then truck stop coffee smells like skunk jizz. So...
Huh.
No, but I got yelled at today because by my apartment manager because apparently, well, I've been doing it since spring started. I carry a big can of like mixed nuts in my car, and every time I come into the parking lot every week, I will grab a handful and just leave it out by some of the trees that are in the backyard. For the squirrels, and they've become so used to it that they expect it when I return. They'll expect me to leave a little treat for them.
So you're basically their messiah.
Pretty much. It happens every Sunday. Every Sunday, their messiah comes and leaves them a gift of mixed nuts, of almonds and cashews and peanuts and filberts and all that. But apparently... it's like a family of squirrels. It's like 4 or 5 squirrels who live in our parking lot in the trees. Apparently, they've been accosting other apartment residents.
They need their nuts.
They'll literally jump down from the trees onto the car roofs and basically stare at the other apartment residents.
They're the Wolverines of the trees.
Yeah. And then they start barking if they don't get anything. So they told me to stop. And that's my intro thing for the week. Nothing really too spectacular or funny or anything.
Oh, it's a lot better than last week's.
What was last week's? I don't remember.
Last week's was basically talking about remotes being shoved up the ass and hoping that whoever does that BronyCon gets that form of a streptococci that is a fleshing bacteria, and whenever they're getting Lauren Faust to sign something that their intestines cave in, like a building being imploded, and they die right in front of her.
Also, there was Red Alert music in the background.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think...
And they were Korean.
Yeah, I think that's what you should do for every intro, is that you just play Red Alert music in the background. And if the intro goes long enough to where the Red Alert music ends, you should just loop it again. It's like right now, as we're discussing this, it should just... Red Alert, the Hell March should just be playing in the background. And then now it goes to the intro. And welcome to the Grand Canterlot Cavalcade in Color, a Gentle Coats podcast for sophisticated bronies, episode 20. Steelhooves x Applejack OTP, bitch. I'm your first illustrious co-host, M. Defmec. The second illustrious co-host is our good friend, Short Round.
That's me.
I thought it was Benny.
Oh, Benny, Short Round, they look the same.
All Asians look the same.
Yes.
Yeah, they do.
And our first guest, a.k.a. third mediocre host, Jay Hoof.
You are way too kind to me.
Okay, utterly pathetic and overrated.
Still being kind.
Yeah, well, I don't feel like coming up with something clever. And
not worth it anyways.
special guest this week, Steelhooves.
Hello there.
What was it like having sex with Applejack before he turned into a ghoul?
You know, it's pretty damn kinky, I'll tell you that much. She has tricks with that guy. She has tricks with that lasso you would not believe.
And I think all the listeners just came from that.
Yes.
All right. For people like, for people who are listening in like me who don't give two shits about Fallout Equestria, can you please explain?
Because you're a fag.
You know what, J-Hoof? I don't care about you.
You're in the minority here, bitch.
And nobody cares about you. And no, I'm not.
I don't give a damn. People care about Fallout
You
Equestria.
gotta remember, there's 1.3 billion versions of them bullshits.
I
There's
don't
only
give a
like
shit.
10 million versions of you.
But you got to remember that a majority of that is Korean, so thus
Oh,
it doesn't really matter.
fucking Korean thing. I'm sick of that shit.
I'm not. I'm going to drive this into the ground.
You've already beaten the fucking dead Korean horse already.
Wait, there's Korean horses?
I'm pretty sure there are.
Oh, those poor horses. They should have killed themselves so long ago.
So shut up and Jehu or
Oh god, Ben, we did the fusion dance. We've created the most unholy of unholy creations.
Are you actually going to explain who this is?
Yes, I'm going to explain.
Thank
Okay. We have here is a brony named Atticus, who is a narrator, star from the Fallout Equestria audiobook series that's currently being published. It's sort of a monthly or bi-monthly.
It really depends on how fast Scorch himself can get the stuff recorded and sent out for editing.
Yes, yeah, it's at whatever pace Scorch can put them out at. Is the co-star for that, who voices Steelhooves in that series, Atticus. Welcome.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
And yes, that's his real voice. I just met him like 5 minutes ago, and I'm a listener of Fallout Equestria, and I was honestly surprised that your voice is essentially unchanged.
Yeah, that a lot of people. I get a lot. I mean, when I was originally doing my own readings of the series, I only made it up to like chapter 7 before I said fuck it, because my computer was just. People were asking me constantly, do you use some sort of vocode or voice changing software? I'm just like, no, it's just what it is. What you hear is what you get.
Yeah.
Which, from what I've heard, at least from one of my favorite voice actors, wow. I say he's one of my... Patrick Seitz. Have any of you ever listened to Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood?
I have not.
Which
Look
version?
up the Brotherhood.
Yes.
I just said that. You should pay attention, Ben.
Sorry, Jehu.
God.
I'm not like you. I don't care about English dubs.
Damn Asian. But Patrick Seitz plays the voice of Sloth, and he plays an incredibly deep voice for that, and it's not edited at all. He's doing that himself, and I honestly think Atticus could give him a run for his money.
Yeah. Well, you do. Well, what the fuck am I talking about? I've never even heard Sloth and Brotherhood, so okay, that's your own.
Look it up sometime.
That's your own little thing, Jehu.
I know.
So, all right, let's burn through this really quick. Metal shit. The Electric Brony's returning. In fact, after the GCC, we're going to record that really quick. It's basically coming back as before. It was just the ramblings of me and my real life friends talking about whatever. I guess it was. We were on a big Occupy Wall Street kick and Magic the Gathering kick, and now it's going to return as a video game and anime podcast. So if you did listen to it and stop listening to it, go back and resubscribe. Actually, I'm going to turn this into a link, so it links to the Tumblr, so you can check that shit out. We're probably going to talk about, like, I don't know, things. Anime and video game things. We don't know yet. It'll be the same kind of cavalcade of fuck. Like the Rowdy Rough Bronies and the Electric Brony was before.
Yeah, basically the retarded bastard child of both podcasts.
Yeah. So, alright, that's metal shit. Cool shit. What you got for us in bullshit?
Alright, so my first piece of cool shit this week is the Dumb Running Ponies Tumblr. Dumb Running Ponies is a Tumblr run by the mod for Axe Brutaloo. And It's it's a sort of a spiritual homage to Dumb Running Sonic, the Tumblr, which is just a collection of GIFs of Sonic running in ridiculous ways. And so the mod of Axe Brutaloo decided he was going to make a pony version of that, and he allows anyone to just submit anything they want. And it's just really hilarious GIFs of ponies running in dumb ways. One of my favorites is the Bon Bon dragging herself along the ground with her hair.
I gotta say my favorite is Lyra with, I don't remember the name of the game, but basically you have to press A and R, Y and L in order to start.
Yeah, Quap. Yeah.
Quap.
And that's my favorite.
I remember I played Quap for like 2 hours straight and got like 10 feet.
I got negative feet, bitch.
That's pretty easy to do.
Shut up.
Maybe 30 before giving up. I'm just, yeah.
All right.
But yeah, it's a great, really funny Tumblr. I definitely suggest you check it out.
Yeah. And all right, on the My Cool Thing. My Cool Thing is this. It's a Java game. The download link is in the on the YouTube page that this links to. And it's called Patapony. And if you've ever played the PSP game Patapon or Patapon 2, then you'll know what this is. It's basically you lead a army. In the original game, you lead an army of little spherical eyeball guys to go and fight monsters and other small eyeball guys that are evil. And what you do is you use the buttons on your PSP to make drum sounds, and the drum sounds give them directions and guidance as to what to do. And it can get very hard, but it's a lot of fun because you got to remember all the different combinations to give out different commands. So Patapony is basically that, except instead of little eyeballs, you're leading a troop of Pinkie Pies to get from one side of Ponyville to the other side and avoid bombs that are dropping from the sky to knock over rocks that are blocking your way. And it's a demo, and hopefully more levels are coming soon because this is a lot of fun. It's extremely adorable because you have basically like 10 Pinkie Pies all screaming and shouting, and it's adorable. So that's my thing. J-Hoof?
Okay. My thing is actually an animated series based off of my favorite movie of 2009, which was Black Dynamite.
Oh, Lord.
Absolutely amazing movie. I suggest if you see it at a movie store, rent it or buy it. It is absolutely amazing. And the fact that Adult Swim is doing an animated series of it makes me so damn giddy.
Yes,
and it's blaxploitation at its finest. I shouldn't say as amazing as Blackula or Blackenstein, but hey, you can't beat the classics.
Yeah, it's actually, I remember on AdultSwim.com they had Black Dynamite pilots up there for a while over the summer. We're discussing it on the Electric Brony, just talking about how awesome it was. It is a very funny series. It sort of is an homage, but also mocks all those blaxploitation films. So definitely check.
Like seriously, if you get the chance, I don't care if you even torrent it. Look up Black Dynamite. I thought it was the greatest comedy of 2009. A lot of people disagree with me because that's when The Hangover came out. But this was far better.
Cool. Alright, cool. So, moving along. And bullshit.
Alright, my next thing I'd like to link is the mod blog of DJ Poniver, the blog wakingtheponiver.tumblr.com. DJ Poniver is one of the Brony musicians. He does remixes in various electronic styles, and he is also the artist and writer for Ask Pretty Doll,
Really?
Yes, an Ask blog that I pimped a long time ago that I absolutely love. For the longest time, I was just following Ask Pretty Doll, and I didn't know who the artist behind it was. I thought they were pretty cool. And one day they posted their mod blog, and I discovered that it was the mod of one of my favorite Ask Tumblers was actually a musician that I, listened to some of their music and really liked. So this time I'm linking DJ Poniver and his Waking the Poniver mod blog because he does post music. He does reblog a lot also, but very cool. He's a musician and a visual artist, so very talented.
Cool. That's very awesome. And I gotta say, the first post that I saw was Flandre from Toho, so I already love him.
Oh god, you and fucking Toho.
Fag.
I can't help it that I love playing those games, even though they make me cry.
You're just in it. You just love it for the lowly.
I love it for Momoji, thank you very much, because I love dog girls.
If you were a real Bullet Hell fan, you'd be a fan of Ikaruga.
Fuck Ikaruga.
Fuck you.
You like that, wouldn't you, bitch?
No, I wouldn't.
You're just saying that, baby.
Anyway, moving on. My next thing is just all it is. Nintendo has announced this is what I've been waiting for. This is what I've been saying. It's like, you fuckers wait. They're gonna fucking do it. They're gonna do it. You know they are.
Well,
They've done it
unfortunately,
before.
I didn't know you back then, so I didn't get your warning.
Yeah, Nintendo's done it as they always have. They have announced a new version of the 3DS called the 3DS XL. It's fucking huge.
90% bigger screen.
Yeah.
That's pretty much double.
Yeah, and bigger size, meaning my giant Nordic Viking meat-fisted ham hands can actually use it without cramping the fuck up, which is awesome. So that's all it is. It's a larger 3DS. It's going to be available in August for about $200.
I think it's August 19th, because that's the day new Super Mario Bros. 2 comes out.
Cool, then I'll have a game to play on it.
Well, I highly suggest buying Kid Icarus for it. The ground combat is at best, but air combat is absolutely amazing.
I'll think about it. But I'll have to say that it's like, haha, fuck you, early adopters.
Oh, thank you, buddy.
Alright, next. What do you got?
What do I got? Map of the Dead. This is a website I found a little while ago. And basically, you can enter in your zip code, and you can find the best places to go if a zombie apocalypse ever happens.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've heard about this before.
Oh,
Yeah, it's actually pretty interesting. Like, when I first saw it, I was like, oh, this is just gimmicky. But when I actually started to, look around, I was like, okay. Yeah, I don't want to go to that area because it'll most likely be infected city, but...
Alright.
Yeah, right now.
Because the area I live in is basically there's woods all around me. So, with my experience of hunting and tracking and stuff like that, I think I would do at least slightly well.
Yeah, for me it points out like where the hospitals and churches are, because those are the places you're going to want to stay away from.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like lots of self-storage, lots of liquor stores, that's good.
Oh, there's a lot of liquor stores around where I live.
Yeah. But yeah, in case you're wondering, churches and hospitals during the zombie apocalypse would be the worst places to be at, because that's where everybody else is going.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to go there for faith and to feel much better about everything that's going on, and that leads to the zombies going towards them.
Yeah, that also includes military bases, police stations, fire stations, and banks.
Yeah, you want to go to the places where not a lot of people would want to go.
Yeah, which is actually really cool that they show, like, used store at places and, like, factories.
Yeah. Like, it's a really cool map. I suggest people just check it out. And
the whole thing, there's this whole big, like, zombie apocalypse sort of mania survival. And it is kind of funny, but it is kind of good to just pay attention to it because the CDC actually did a really cool thing where they released a comic book about fictional zombie apocalypse, and really what it was a preparedness guide. And that's a really cool thing about this is that, it's all fun to talk about, zombie apocalypse and pretend to prepare for it and everything, but it's actually a pretty good idea. Yeah.
Well, the thing is that you can benefit from it because, say, if there, I know since Atticus is here that talking about Fallout situation is
Lord.
pretty funny. But if there is the possibility it could ever happen, and having the skills,
or simply the knowledge, or it's like for me, it's like it would be good to know this information, which I already do, in the case of a tornado or blizzard or flood.
Yeah, it can actually help you in several ways other than the supposed zombie apocalypse.
Yeah. Actually, going back to the whole Fallout thing, there used to be a site, it might still be up, I'll have to find it sometime, which showed old Department of Defense maps for each state, listing targets that the Soviet Union was going to target.
Nuclear strikes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that map. I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and the scary thing is I live in South Dakota, which you would think would be like, oh, there's like no targets. And really there aren't. It's like you have Sioux Falls, which is my city, which it's the largest city, so of course that's going to get hit. Rapid City, which has an Air Force base with nuclear-capable aircraft, so that, of course, Rapid City is going to get hit. And then, like, another town called Aberdeen, which has a lot of chemical plants in it, that's going to get hit. But sort of in the western part of South Dakota, like near the upper western part, is just a grid of nuclear strikes. That's because that's where all of our silos were for the state of South Dakota. So essentially, it's like 3 cities and then like 70 silos that were all planned to get hit. So
I remember seeing a map similar to that. It probably isn't the exact one you were looking at, but and here in Colorado we have the NORAD base.
Oh yeah.
And because I live in Colorado, so we have the NORAD base up in Cheyenne Mountain. And when I looked at one of these maps, basically the entire area around Cheyenne Mountain was covered in predicted strike zones. And then for whatever reason, the city of Denver itself was just painted for nuclear nuclear hellfire, basically. And I'm just like, well, at least it'll be quick.
Yeah, well, because like Cheyenne Mountain, that was designed to take a direct hit from a nuke, so it's gonna need to get hit several times to crack it open.
Okay.
And Denver had the old arsenal and Stevenson's airport, so those are 2 pretty big targets too. So yeah, like everybody thinks like, oh, of course, New York, L.A., Chicago. Those are going to get nailed, but then people forget it's like states like Colorado, South Dakota, Montana, North Dakota, where all the nuclear silos are just going to be completely decimated.
Not only that, places in like New Mexico and Arizona, at least if memory serves me correct, they'll try to attack all the major points, so there's not really the chance for a counter-strike.
Yeah. So basically, to look back on the Cold War, it's like, how the hell did we survive? Because we were so close to being proper fucked.
Because the
which
had to be a bunch of pansies.
Yeah.
Which, if any of the listeners ever get a chance to listen to the thing I penned several weeks ago, through the Aftermath podcast, they talked about the whole Cold War thing and how we came incredibly close to a nuclear attack.
Yeah.
And those episodes that they did were incredibly interesting.
Yeah. And just before we move on, just a really quick aside, I grew up in Cold War Germany during the 80s, and it was never, even though I was a kid and all of us were kids, they never joked around with us. They were basically like, yeah, if World War III happens, you're gonna die.
At least they were honest with you.
Yeah, so we kind of grew up with a sixth sense of a sixth sense of fatalism, I guess you could say.
You accepted your own mortality, basically.
Yeah, basically.
And honestly, that's the best thing you can do in that kind of situation.
Yeah, they didn't fuck around. It's like, look, you're basically, if you don't get nuked, the Soviets are just going to be overrunning this area within days. So.
Yeah, and it sounds morbid, but that truly is the best way to take it.
Yeah. So. But anyway,
we could go on for days.
Enough about this dark subject. Bullshit. Cheer us up a little bit with your Tumblr of horrible creatures.
Horrifying, dark, depressing creatures. Not really. The next piece of bullshit I have is the Ask Tumblr, Ask the Enderman. And for those of you who, like me, have never, ever, ever played Minecraft, the Endermen are characters in Minecraft that exist at the very last world, called the End, and they used to live in this area, and then they broke free and came into the normal world of wherever it is you walk around in Minecraft. And they're an extremely annoying NPC because they'll take blocks. They're the only NPC that can pick up blocks, and they'll take blocks out of your house for no reason and just set them down other places. It's kind of a random thing that they do, and if you look at them, they go nuts and try to kill you.
Well, no, if you look at them, they'll stare back at you, and if you turn around or try to walk away from them, they will teleport to you and kill you.
Yeah. So you can't put your crosshairs directly on them, and they constantly take blocks from you, and it's very annoying.
Yeah.
But this person, I don't know what the name of the artist is that does this, but their art style is really interesting. And they make the Endermen out to be a really sort of peaceful race that just likes to mysteriously take blocks and set them down for no other reason than that it just appeals aesthetically to them. And he makes them out to be very good-natured, just don't look directly at them or they go nuts. But it's a really fun Tumblr, and it's really cute too for some odd reason. I'm not sure. I think it's just the way that they write the dialogue for the Endermen is just really interesting.
Well, sorry. Go ahead. Sorry.
I was gonna say you don't have to know anything about Minecraft to enjoy this blog. I certainly don't. Everything I know about the Endermen I learned either from this Tumblr or from a quick perusal of the Minecraft wiki. Just to get a feel for what the Endermen were. You don't have to like Minecraft to like this Tumblr, but I think it's definitely worth a follow just because of how pretty everything they do is.
Yeah, and it makes out the Endermen to be less like monsters and more like Lovecraftian, and not saying they're Lovecraft gods, more like they're trans-dimensional not gods, but just another sentient species comparable to humans, to where the way they operate is just so different from us that they seem horrifying to us, even though to them it's perfectly normal. If you look at it from their point of view, they're actually not bad creatures whatsoever.
So basically you're describing the Canadians.
Yeah.
And according to the some of the answers that have been given, the mod for this Tumblr is female, but I don't know what their name is. And I would really like to know if they have another Tumblr where they post art, other unrelated art, because I really like this art style and I'd like to see more from this artist. But unfortunately, I have no idea who it is.
This actually reminds me really quick of I don't know if you remember Crooked Trees on his cassette recorder Tumblr drew a picture of somebody did some fake concept art for female Enders, and he drew his own fan art of that, and he made them look really cute.
I'm actually looking through his Tumblr for that. I found it.
Yeah.
I will link that. I'll link that post.
Yeah, it's done by Crooked Trees, and it's very, very cute. So, and his idea, or the idea of the female enders is that they're not as hostile, but you can actually become friends with them by giving them flowers. So that's cute. And I'll just move on to me. My next thing, really quick, is a Tumblr called Pixiv Ponies. And basically what this is...
I love this Tumblr.
Yeah, it's... somebody has taken it upon themselves to go over to Pixiv and link and blog and link every piece of MLP fan art from Pixiv. And the reason they're doing that is because Pixiv is a Japanese art site similar to DeviantArt, which is actually, and it's pretty difficult to navigate if you don't have a guide or you don't understand.
If you have the script for Firefox, it's really easy to navigate.
Yeah, but not everybody uses Firefox, so you pretty much.
Well, maybe they should.
Yeah. No. But yeah, it's it makes it easy to find all the cool shit that the Japanese artists are doing in appreciation of My Little Pony, and it's really cool because they put their own unique twist to it. A lot of anime influence to it, which is cool. So, what do you got, J-Hoof?
Let's see, what do I got? Sorry, Chef just sent me a challenge with someone who is trying to beat my love for Rarity, so... Yeah. My third thing is the MLP Fighting is Magic bite-sized update, which if you click on it, you'll understand, knowing me from the several episodes, how much of a Rarity lover I am, and this is all about Rarity, and they show a bunch of concept art of her, and they showed 2 pictures of her attacking with a scarf, and it just makes me even more excited for this game.
I really like how they emphasize her punching because of the last episode.
Yeah, like it. Whoever did the concepts for this, absolutely amazing. If I ever meet them, I shall hug them.
Yeah, this Fighting is Magic is becoming a pretty well fleshed out game. It's not just a half-assed job.
And the amazing thing is they're willing to do this for free.
It's going much farther than many projects ever have.
Yeah, well, much farther. Yeah, it's just you just look at the attack animation for Rarity. I mean, they've got her hair bouncing like it would in the show, her moving like she would in the show. They're doing an incredible job for free.
Yeah.
And really what this is, if anything, this is resume building. This is going to get them into making indie games or even into larger development studios.
Mm-hmm.
So, good on them. Good on them.
Which, a lot of people may say, you're crazy for doing this for free, but in the end, it's going to help them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if they decide to go work for, I don't know, the developer for Skullgirls, or hell, even companies like Valve or EA, to have this on their resume, it is going to be like, you're hired. You know, they're going to ignore the fact that it's MLP and just look at the quality of the game.
Well, not necessarily. If it's Valve, then Gabe Newell will...
Oh, Gabe Newell will hire them instantly. If it's pony related, he'll hire them instantly because he's a brony. So
yeah.
Yeah.
But anyways, Alex, was there something that you wanted to share, or...
I had a couple things that I was actually...
okay, then.
Bringing.
Feel free to add them in the Google Doc.
Like 2 or 3 things.
So... But you can add those links to the box, and we'll continue on while you're adding that.
Mm-hmm.
And bullshit.
All right, these last two links are connected. They're the same. They're just 2 episodes of the same thing.
Wait, just real quick before you finish, when I saw you put these in the Google Docs, I thought you were talking about the podcast that I'm
Yes.
associated.
Yeah. No, it's not Friendship is Madness, the podcast.
Yeah, which they do reference them in the.
Yeah. The person who made this video series did say yes. There's a podcast called Friendship is Madness, but I didn't know that, and they're letting me use their name. Friendship is Madness on YouTube is a Gary's Mod Pony series. And I've been watching a lot of, thanks to BH Hammy and his love of Gary's Mod videos, I've been watching a ton of these, but My Little Pony Friendship is Madness is probably the best Gary's Mod pony video I've ever seen, pony video series that I've ever seen. It's extremely funny. The comedic timing is great. The way he animates things is fantastic. It's done by a user named what's his name? Silver Soul, and it's just a really, really funny video series, and I highly suggest you guys check it out. It looks like he's probably going to be making more, though he does it very slowly, but it's well worth the wait when he does them.
Well, it takes a lot of time for really good quality stuff. At least judging from what you're saying, it's really good quality, right?
It's really good. It's extremely funny.
Then yeah, it's worth the wait time.
Yeah, and I haven't had a chance to watch these yet, but I'll definitely check them out. If they're working in Gary's Mod, then should be something really interesting. Because, yeah. All right, I guess moving on. Next thing I'm going to plug is a Tumblr of made by the artist Connie Con, who runs the Deep in the Hive Tumblr, which is a Queen Chrysalis Tumblr, which, if you're not following, you really should be following because it's really good. Really funny. And within the series, within Deep in the Hive, he revealed that his Queen Chrysalis has a little sister named Princess Livra, who is Chrysalis's younger sister, and who I didn't notice until today. Instead of the beetle-like carapace that Chrysalis has on her back, Laveria has a ladybug carapace on her back, and it's really, really fucking cute. But Laveria basically has this Tumblr called Super Bordello, and she runs it. It's called the Super Bordello, and like a younger princess who has no chance of becoming a ruler, but still has access to all the resources and wealth of an empire, just sort of becomes... I guess the best comparison is like she's Paris Hilton.
Yeah.
She just has a ton of resources, a ton of money, and just becomes a whore. Laveria's just a whore. She's a whore, and she's kind of dumb like Paris Hilton, because Chrysalis gave her a ball gag for her birthday, and she thought it was a necklace until it was explained to her it was given to her to make her shut up because she doesn't stop talking. And you see, she doesn't stop. She talks all the time.
Oh, it's this Tumblr.
Yeah.
I was wondering who this was.
And I'm assuming the second character in this Tumblr is supposed to be the mod's OC Pony himself, who comes in to sort of manage Laveria, and he shows her how the ball gag works. And initially he's like, good, she's going to shut up now. But then she realizes she can bite down on the ball gag and make a squeak noise, and that's all she's doing. It's just squeak, squeak,
Can
squeak.
you blame her?
Yeah. And then she's gone into explaining her history of her and Queen Chrysalis, which is pretty funny because then she turns into a whore, and she sings a song about which pony has the biggest ass, which turns out to be Fluttershy, and it's very cute and very funny. So check it out. And
I definitely will. I've already followed them, so.
yeah. So what do you have, J-Hoof?
Okay, what I have is Project X Zone. And this is a Japanese game that I am incredibly excited for, and it'll probably never see the light of day in America, but hey, I can dream. Basically, if any of the viewers have ever heard of Namco X Capcom, it's done by the exact same guys. And it's a strategy RPG, and the basis is to juggle your enemy in the air whenever you actually engage combat.
Well, I'm just more amazed at the fact that it's an RPG with fighting game characters.
Yeah, like one of my favorite games of all time is Super Robot Taisen OG Saga, and it's not a strategy RPG, but the basics. Well, it's basically you have to juggle your enemy in the air.
Yeah, to do more damage.
Yeah, and the fact that it has Cosmos, my number one favorite video game female of all time in it, just makes me really, really want it.
I like how they splice in the hand-drawn animations into the fighting, which is really cool.
Yeah, it's an amazing game from the looks of it.
But just as a reference, Super Robot Tyson is a game series which basically takes every robot from just about every robot show and anime that's on TV in Japan or has been on TV in Japan and puts them into a game,
Yeah, they've had Neon Genesis Evangelion, they've had Gurren Lagann, they've had Gundam. Just absolutely amazing series, and I wish most of those games came out in America.
Well, you have them as fan translations.
Well, yeah, I know, but still, I would like to support the official release.
Well, I know plenty of people would support the official release of Mother 3, but do we ever see that coming over? No.
We never will.
Yeah. So.
And it makes me incredibly sad, because games like that deserve to see the light of day over here.
Oh, I know. So, what do you got for us here, Atticus?
I just found a couple things that I've... So, I know some people are going to probably tear me apart for this, but I am a huge avid fan of the game Dark Souls.
Oh, God. We've had conversations about this.
I can go on forever about this game. Anyway, for those who don't know, Dark Souls is a game made by a company called From Software. They've been around, I believe, since the mid-'80s. And,
yeah, they've been around for a while.
Yeah, and it's published by Bandai Namco in the U.S., and basically, it's an action RPG game, very much in the style of older action RPG games from back in the the Nintendo's and the Super Nintendo days. So basically, that means it's you as a character, and there are enemies. You go around fighting them in real time instead of like a turn-based RPG or something like that. And one of the big points of Dark Souls is its difficulty. That's what a lot of people got drawn to it, because it's a spiritual successor or sequel to the game Demon's Souls, which came out on the PS3, 2010, I think.
Yeah.
Anyhow, recently, the company From Software has released that they're doing a PC port of the game, and that'll be coming on Steam on August 24th. When I saw about that, I just about shit myself, because I was like, I already love the game, and they're also including basically an expansion to the game, adding I think 1 or 2 new areas, a bunch of new bosses, things like that. And I've been seeing nothing but basically praise for it, although, the PC port, they have never done anything with PC before. So the PC port might not be the best, but I'm really looking forward to that, honestly. And if you're a fan of Dark Souls, then Yeah, I'm assuming that what they're going to add is, from what I've seen, is probably going to kick even any veteran Dark Souls player's ass.
Well, the thing about the PC release is that they had absolutely no intention of bringing it to the PC until there was petitions and it was basically it coming to the PC is entirely fan motivated.
Exactly, yeah. There was a petition for it, and they're like, all right, we'll give it to you. But the problem is they're not doing any... They've claimed that they're not going to try to do any optimization for the PC. So if you've played Dark Souls, you know the most infamous area in the game called Blighttown is known for its horrible frame rates, like absolutely fuck-awful frame rates.
Yeah.
They've claimed that they're not going to try to optimize. They're just going to try to get it to the PC as fast as possible. So a lot of people are upset about that. But
it's better than nothing. And
it is better than nothing, yeah.
I'm sure with how far along PCs are now compared to the PS3 and the Xbox 360, any reasonable gaming PC could probably handle it.
Yeah, I've looked at, they already have a page for it up on Steam, and the recommended hardware for it isn't that over the top. So yeah, it's not. I mean, I think for the NVIDIA card, it's like an 8800 GT or something like that is the bare minimum. So it's not like it's.
Yeah, and so you know, most if you're still rocking the 8800, you're about ready to replace it anyway. So this could just be good motivation to do so, because they're just posting it. They don't have the recommended specs up yet, but I'm pretty sure it'll be a more modern video card. It probably won't be any worse than the Max Payne 3 system requirements.
Yeah, probably not.
Those are just absurd.
Real quick, I gotta say to anyone that's listening to this, give Dark Souls a chance.
Oh,
definitely. It is an absolutely amazing game. It may be incredibly difficult, but it teaches you.
Yeah,
that's what makes it amazing.
That's what I tell anybody who attempts to play it.
Whenever you die, it's your own damn fault. It's not the game.
Yeah,
exactly.
You have to watch the frame rate and the way the enemies move.
Yeah,
it's one of those games that really punishes you for being stupid. It's not the game's fault; it's your fault.
Exactly. And that's why I absolutely love it to death.
It's what Super Meat Boy is to platformers.
Exactly.
Yeah. Where in Super Meat Boy, it's not the game's fault; it's because you suck.
Yeah, but Dark Souls is one of my favorite games of all time, and that's saying something for me. And
it's not just the gameplay either that really, especially for me, didn't rope me in. It was the NPCs in the game, because every character you come across in the game has a side story that you can follow. And the interesting, the way the game does it is it never directly tells you that you can follow them. It never directly tells you that you can find these characters in different places. You just happen to come across them as you play.
Yeah, and not only that, what I wish would happen is that the game had more story, but at the same time, its lack of a main story is what compels me to play the game.
Yeah, it's like a mystery.
I know that doesn't make sense to some people, but the lore in it is absolutely amazing. The fact you start as an undead.
Yeah, that's what really.
And you have to gain humanity. And humanity, you think, okay, I look like a normal human, and this is going to be awesome. It has its own setbacks. Like, you can be fucking invaded by other people, and that sucks balls.
Oh, yeah. Get invaded by Dark Spirit, Dick Putt, get raped in the ass, and he steals all your humanity.
Oh, God, that happened to me when I had over 90,000 humanity. I was saving up, and then some jackass comes into my world, and I'm like, really? Really? You just want me to kill myself, don't you?
Well, yeah, and hopefully they come out with a demo, because this is a game that definitely needs a demo, because that way you know what you're getting into. And if you do like it, fucking buy it. Buy it, because this was entirely driven by the fan base. And I think if piracy is an issue with this game, it's just a big slap in the face to the developers and Namco Bandai.
And honestly, I'm not sure if the laptop that I'm currently using can really run it at good specs, but I'm still going to buy this damn game because
Eventually, you'll get a better computer.
Yeah, but the thing is, I truly do love this game. It deserves so much attention.
Yeah, definitely. Well, move this along. I'll bring it to my final thing. My final thing is a Tumblr called Ask Blind Rainbow Dash. And
Didn't I pimp this last week?
Did you pimp this last week?
Uh-huh.
You did.
J-Hope, don't interrupt him.
You shut the fuck up, Ben.
Well, we're pimping it again because fuck you, J-Hoof.
Well, everyone would like to fuck me, so I can't blame you for that.
Whatever. Yeah, check out Blind Rainbow Dash. It's Rainbow Dash, and she's blind, and Twilight Sparkles ran the Tumblr for her, or he gave her a magical device that helps her answer Tumblr questions. And apparently there's a story arc coming where we find out why she got blinded. And apparently it's Fluttershy's fault.
Well, if it makes you feel better, it's probably blinded by the lights.
Sure. And also I've included the mod blog, which Ben and Bullshit and I had a chance to talk with the mod.
The mod. And I had a chance to talk with him too, and he's a really cool guy.
He's a really funny guy. He's Korean, which led to
much to Ben's dismay,
and led to much funny conversations. Yeah. And I just like how he's like this emotional roller coaster he's going on because he's fell into the Rule 34 hole, and he's like asking us questions about what have other artists done when they've gotten into the Rule 34 thing.
Well, they made money.
Yeah. That's what you do. You start drawing, and then you draw porn, and then you make money. It's like,
which, just real quick to let you know, I'm deaf. I got that whole conversation when we found he was Korean that recorded.
Well, that'll be funny blackmail in the future. But yeah, actually, I should make like a little picture. It's like draw ponies, draw porn, question mark, profit.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay, and that's my thing. What's your final?
My final thing is actually,
you piece of shit.
Spiritually related to Atticus over here. It's the podcast that Sports Mechanics on.
God damn you.
I can't help it. You guys are such assholes. The other podcasts deserve a chance. But it's a Voice of Equestria podcast, and Scorched Mechanic is the co-host on there with Silverlight. And I highly suggest everyone goes and listens to them, because their episode with Zyro, the guy who rips the new episodes and puts them online, was incredibly good. I truly enjoyed it. And not only that, Scorch is a cool guy. So, yeah. Go listen to their stuff.
Yeah, are they on iTunes?
Yeah, they're. I believe they're on iTunes.
They probably have an RSS feed that I can use.
Yeah, they're on iTunes.
All right, cool. I'll definitely check them out.
The thing is, they don't update as much as they used to. It's basically kind of like a bi-monthly kind of thing.
Well, that's fine, as long as they update.
Yeah.
That's all that matters. At least they're not like the Diamond Dogs.
Are the Diamond Dogs still going? I haven't been really
paying idea what happened to them.
I have no idea.
Yeah. As far as I know, they fell off the face of the planet. So if one of them are listening and they are still doing it, let us know. So we can let people know where you are. So, anyway, okay. So, Atticus, what do you got for us?
Well, I have two more things if everybody else has already gone through theirs.
Yeah.
All right, that'll be quick. My second one is actually a little link to a blog. If anybody's heard of the server, Minecraft server Brohoof, they are one of the largest and longest running Minecraft servers based on the My Little Pony well, based in the Brony fandom. They've been around more than a year now, and their server owner, Ratty, has started a blog recently where he goes around the Minecraft server community, mostly looking for pony-based servers, and then puts them up, gives a little description about them, what they are, what they're all about and everything. So I figured, it's kind of small right now. He doesn't have that many servers up there, but he does have some really classic ones like Ponycraft, which is one of the oldest Minecraft servers based on ponies out there, even older than Brohoof. And just a few others. So if anybody out there is, plays Minecraft, wants to check it out, it's hoofbump.com. You can find all anything basically related to Minecraft and ponies there. So
yeah, I really need to start playing Minecraft more often.
This is really good for me because every time I want to play Minecraft, I always update to the latest My Little Pony mod so I can play as my OC.
Bag.
Fuck you. And I always go on and I'm like, I want to find My Little Pony server, and I never find one, so I play single player for like 10 minutes and then get bored and leave and don't play for a month. So this is actually very handy for me.
Yeah, and the other reason I'm plugging this is kind of for a selfish reason, is that I actually am an admin of an upcoming pony server called Mind Little Crafty. We're not open just yet, but we're planning on opening sometime this week, and our IP will eventually be up on this blog, so we're hoping to get some users in through that.
Oh, definitely, I'll check it out. And don't worry, we're totally for self-whoring on here, so...
Just look at Midnight Dreams.
Yeah.
That guy whores himself out all the time.
Well, he's blown up. So...
Yeah.
I just got to think, we ought to have a GCC Minecraft server. Just porn everywhere.
Oh, God.
I remember there was one I was on not too long ago. It was like ponycraft.org or something like that. It was some little knockoff server of the original Ponycraft, but they had pony porn pixel all over their spawn. All over the spawn. Oh, it was a sight to behold, but it was sometimes horrific.
You know what?
I can remember one was Big Mac in kind of on his back position with lava flowing out of his, you can imagine.
I just had an idea, like, for our GCC Minecraft server, you spawn inside this tunnel, and it's like red and brown tunnel, and you're floating in water with like dirt blocks and pieces of ham floating alongside you. And you flow out and you fall out, and you're like, okay, where the hell was I? And then you turn around and you look up, and it's like, I don't know, Twilight Sparkle's asshole.
It's the Lyra plushie.
It's the Lyra plushie. That's the creator of everything. And it's like you just see like this, because it's all controlled by Minecraft machinery, so it's like you just see these gears and pistons just attached to her stomach, just like pumping and just generating blocks and shit, and it's just this big, monstrous, horrific contraption that's constantly pumping out diarrhea shit and users who spawn in.
Sounds horrible.
That would be how you are introduced to the Grand Canterlot Cavalcade server, if we ever get one.
You should be a poet, Emco.
I should be a poet?
You really should.
I don't do poetry. I try to model myself as, like, I don't know, some form of Lovecraft, I don't know. Just a disaster. So what's...
Much like my life.
Yeah, much like your life, except I'm successful. So what's this final thing you got for us?
This is actually somebody from the Fallout Equestria radio drama group that Jay Hoof and I are part of. But he's also an upcoming Brony musician. He has, I think he just recently broke. He just recently broke 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, I think. Oh no, he hasn't even reached 1,000.
No, he's at 936.
Yeah, he's 936. But he is Kokoneru, and he is absolutely fantastic. He has an amazing voice. Like,
yeah, I had a chance to listen to the vocal track of BFFF.
Yeah, he's his most recent song he's put out is a ballad cover, a piano ballad cover of Big Brother Best Friend Forever. And it is absolutely fantastic. He's also got a couple other songs in there. He's got his own version of Pinky Fruit for any fans of Witchcraft is...
Nice. Yeah, Witchcraft is Magic.
Yeah, Witchcraft is Magic. I thought I was fucking that up because... yeah, he's got a mix of like really happy, upbeat songs and some really somber, kind of more down-to-earth songs. But his vocals are just absolutely fantastic, especially when he harmonizes. And I really think he deserves more subs.
Well, he's already got me, and hopefully he'll get quite a few more.
Yeah, I mean, his music is really unique and really... I mean, it's pretty much all original work that he's done.
Wish I could sing like that. That'll never happen.
I wish I had that range, but I'm stuck down here in the bass.
Yep. Okay. I'm back. I just have really bad tickle in the... in the back of my throat. I was just hacking up a lot of shit, so...
Oh.
Sorry, I'm back.
Disturbing.
Well, I wasn't really hacking up anything. It's just like you have that itch in the back of your throat, and you're just like, oh, I got a cough so bad.
I know that feeling all too well.
Yeah. So,
Is Ben still alive?
I'm here.
Yeah, he's here.
Oh.
He's just really
I
quiet.
wasn't sure if he was alive.
Yeah, he's been on the shitter the whole time. So.
Yep, and just taking a massive crap.
Yeah. This is when he saves his poop.
Always do.
Yeah. Okay, so I guess we can move on to the main topic. And for this one, it's been titled How Others View Bronies. And I don't know if I've mentioned on the podcast, but I'm a fan of this other podcast. It's not a My Little Pony podcast. It's actually a comedy podcast done by a couple of writers from Destructoid and a couple of writers and editors from IGN. If you've been listening to a lot of podcasts, video game podcasts over the past couple of years, one of them you might know, his name is Ryan Scott. He's been on so many podcasts over the past 5 to 6 years. And he's on this too. And it's a comedy podcast. They really
hate geese.
They really hate Canadian geese. Very much. Yeah. And they are famous for doing these challenges called the Alcoholocaust, where...
Oh, God. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's beautiful. They ask their listeners, and they themselves go out and find the worst liquor and bum wine you can find across the planet. And
hell, they even got alcohol with a cobra with a scorpion in its mouth from Vietnam.
Yeah, and that one, it sounded like the one dude, Scott Johnson, was about to die.
He sounded like he was crying from the pain.
Yeah. Well, it's like they said, they shook it up and you could see scales just floating in the liquor. And it's just sounds horrible. I've seen pictures of those bottles. You can buy them in Vietnam and bring them over. It's horrific.
I'd drink it.
You would, and you would regret it. But
I would regret it, but still, it'd be worth the experience.
But anyway, in their most latest episode, they got a letter from one of their listeners who stated he was a brony, and that the gist of his letter was that, yeah, I went into Toys R Us and I had my swag on, and I went to go pick up a brushable Pinkie Pie, and I got to talking with the chick at the register, and now we're dating. So yeah, totally, ponies got me fucking laid, bruh. And,
well, real quick, his first mistake was getting a Pinkie Pie when it should have been a rarity.
Yeah, and also saying like a boss in his email.
Oh god.
Those were two mistakes he made. But they went on to, make fun of him and, get an explanation of what My Little Pony is. And they kind of understood bronies, but the one guy that has a special guest song called Jack DeVry, who works for IGN and is a good friend of theirs, and he's been paying attention to the brony scene for quite a while. And
I think he said for over a year now.
Yeah, for over a year. And I'm going to play some audio, and hopefully Pamela will let me play it. If not, and Bullshit will be kind enough to splice it in here. And we'll try to get a timestamp for him. For some reason, my Pamela is not showing it. My Pamela says it's recording this call, but it's not showing a timestamp. So,
I'll write it down.
That's okay. I got it.
Okay. So I'm just going to go ahead and play this. And what this is a brief explanation from essentially normal people explaining their grievance with bronies. Why they don't like bronies. So without further ado, here they are.
Bronies are odd. Bronies are so fucking... I don't get it. So they're mostly harmless, though. It kind of seems like it's this weird kind of almost anti-ironic movement that people kind of want this like thing to just genuinely enjoy without this weird kind of like mentality of it being cool or of them doing it like ironically. So they just do it. What's weird about it is that they're so adamant about everyone else needing to love it. Yeah, they're like,
if you understood, you would love it too. And it's like, no, that's fine. You do your thing. I'm just gonna be over here.
They're like vegans of little girls' children's shows.
Exactly.
Like they really have to put it in your face. Like I enjoy this show for little girls, and I'm gonna fucking tell you about it every chance I get.
And I love kids shows. I watch Adventure Time and regular show fucking all the time.
The closest I could get to this is. 10 years ago, Powerpuff Girls came out, and I was like,
absolutely.
I was like, that shit's awesome. Like the art direction was really
fucking
cool.
Brilliant.
They're also not horses.
No, they're not. They're not.
Well, that's not the issue.
Well, I didn't buy any.
Okay, as you heard, their grievance wasn't anything to do with Rule 34 or Grimdark or the fact that it's a bunch of adult males and females watching and obsessing over a show for little girls. As you heard, they are fans of Adventure Time, of the regular show, and Powerpuff Girls. Their grievance is how bronies act.
We're basically the vegans of the kids shows.
Pretty much. And it's entirely
Wait,
true.
real quick, Atticus, are you vegan?
No.
Okay.
Of course not. He doesn't have the voice for it.
No. I go out and beat a deer to death and then eat it raw right there.
I love you so much.
I can see you doing that. But yeah, really, I mean, and again, this is a very small sample size, but I've been saying this for months, and Bullshit's been saying it for months. Virtually every sane brony I know has been saying it for months. It's nothing about the content we produce. It's nothing about the fact that we watch the show and enjoy the show. They don't care. They're Star Wars fans, for fuck's sake. They don't care that you're into this thing. They just don't want to fucking hear about it 24/7. They don't want to down their
honestly,
throats.
real quick, as a brony, I don't blame them.
Yeah, I don't.
There's a time and place for this kind of stuff. I don't need to know every second that you're a fucking brony. Sure, it's nice to know someone that has the same views of a show as me, but I just don't need to know it.
Yeah, just
And here's yet another example, another place I can pull an example of the hypocrisy of many bronies. Is a lot of bronies like to take shots at the Homestuck fandom for this very reason. The Homestuck fandom in many areas of the internet has a reputation of being zealous, overzealous in their want to spread the love of their webcomic that they like. And people always say to Homestuck fans, it's a niche comic. Just because you like it doesn't mean everyone's going to like it. It serves it has a very specific type of humor that only appeals to a certain kind of people. Stop shoving it in our face. And bronies like to take. I've seen bronies take shots at the Homestuck fandom for that very reason all the time. And what they don't realize is that there are bronies on our side doing the exact same thing. Just because you like it doesn't mean that everyone has to like it. You like it because you like it, and other people like it because they like it. And it pisses me right the fuck off when bronies are so hypocritical that they'll criticize another fandom for doing exactly the same thing that their fandom does.
Mm-hmm.
And I've said that before with them taking shots at furries. I've said that before with them taking shots at anime fans. And I'm saying it again with them taking shots at Homestuck fans. Just because you like your fandom doesn't mean that everyone around you is going to, and waving it in the face of the people around you is not going to make it any better. If there's one thing we've learned from the gay community, it's that sucking cock in public does not get you the legislation you want for your civil rights. And that same theory is applied here. Being a flag-waving idiot does not help you with your cause of spreading the love of a children's show. It makes you look like an ass.
And if anything, I know with most people, including myself, having something forced down my throat makes me makes me dislike the thing and hate you for doing it. And that pretty much applies to everybody. People don't want shit forced upon them. They want to make a choice for themselves. The only reason we're bronies or we're fans of My Little Pony is because we chose it. We weren't forced into it. We kind of wandered into it at our own pace, and that's really the only way to make the fandom grow.
I wasn't. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
It's okay to if somebody brings it up, if like you're wearing a shirt or something, or you got a My Little Pony keychain and they ask about it, just be like, oh yeah, or if you get into a topic about TV and you're just like, oh yeah, I check out this one show, it's a reboot of the My Little Pony series and it's very good. It's well animated, has a good pedigree of staff behind it, blah blah blah. But saying, oh, these fucking ponies, man, you gotta fucking watch this shit. If you don't fucking watch it, you're an asshole. I don't want to hang out with you anymore. So fuck you. Doing that, no.
Yeah, I wasn't. I didn't join this fandom because someone waved the damn thing in my face. I joined the fandom simply because like I told the story before, I saw it on pictures of it on Facebook, and I asked the guy what it was, and he told me, and I just sort of went, oh, okay, and he suggested, oh, you might want to check it out, and I said, sure, I'll check it out, what the hell, but it's, someone didn't come up to me out of fucking nowhere while I'm browsing, Reddit or whatever, and shove the damn thing in my face. That's not going to get me to watch it. That's going to get me to hate you.
Well, just real quick, if you guys want mine, I would like to hear Atticus's thoughts on
Yes.
all this if he hasn't.
Well, no, I completely agree with what you guys are saying here. I mean, the second you start trying to force something, even something as, as I'm sure we can all agree, entertaining and I guess harmless even as, the pony show, it's like the second you start forcing anything like that, there's going to be heavy resistance to it. And people aren't going to appreciate that at all. I mean, I don't care how good the goddamn show is. I don't care if it's the fucking messiah of animation. If you start forcing it on somebody, they're not going to take it very well. And I mean, I've met some of these, fanatical bronies who, like you said, like with the Homestuck fandom, are very hypocritical. They've bashed other things that people are very heavily passionate about and, fanatical about, when they themselves are the exact same way with this show. And it's like, I mean, I can understand, you can wear the merchandise or whatever you want to do, just don't flaunt it and make it seem like you're basically the epitome of humankind for watching this show and things like that, because that's what ends up getting you hate. That's what ends up giving the rest of the fandom a bad rap. And I mean, it's just and I'm fairly certain that's just a small minority, because there's the whole thing. It's the loud minority that gives the silent majority the bad image.
Yeah, they're basically the Westboro Baptist Church of all of this.
Yeah. And I even went so far as to send them an email saying thank you. This is something I've been trumpeting for a while, and it's like, this podcast, again, it's a small sample size, but still, this podcast, they're not idiots. They know about Rule 34. They've discussed Rule 34 before, not MOP Rule 34. They have a particularly good rant discussion about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Rule 34, which is pretty hilarious. But, they know what fandoms are like. They know that there's Rule 34. They know that there's Grimdark and all the tropes. And they don't care. That's just typical bullshit. That's just the typical shit you get with fandoms. Their grief is that, yes, the fanaticism, I don't think they know about Homestuck, so they don't have that. Because that's from what I've seen, the only other place I've seen this kind of forced down your throat indoctrination. But other fandoms don't really have this problem. And it may be just maybe it's just a growing period for a fandom. I don't really know, but it's for non-bronies who have a fairly open mind to new ideas to say this is an exception this is a grievance we have to point out, really says something. And I hope it's it should have been in the recording where they talked about, it's like Scott Johnson and Jack Dufresne have watched several episodes of the show and do compliment it on its good writing, good animation, cute characters, well thought out characters, but they can't see what would drive somebody to become so goddamn fanatical about it. They talked about how much they loved Powerpuff Girls, back in the day, and they can't understand how you can be so fanatical about this show about ponies, even though it's an incredible show, which they do say.
Because like all things, My Little Pony is an acquired taste.
Yeah,
like anything.
Yeah. I was just thinking on it. This fandom has, like with most other fandoms, we have a lot of artists and musicians have a really big thing with doing crossovers. Like Dr. Hooves is a perfect example. That's just a big crossover character. What gets me with, you can really tell some people are, the people that other folks who are not in the fandom really dislike is, and I know YouTube is not anywhere near the pinnacle of internet discussions in their comments sections, but I remember seeing something, I don't remember what it was. I think it was just a video of a song, and somebody happened to make a little flash animation using part of this song related to ponies. Well, of course, that got this particular song a bunch of views because, people enjoyed the song with the animation, so they went to go actually see the actual source, listen to it. And somebody made a comment of like, there's nothing but comments for pages about, oh, I saw this in this particular pony video, or Herp Derp Ponies brought me here, and things like that. And it's like, if somebody made the comment of, you can enjoy ponies all you want, just stop smearing the shit all over the place. We get it. You like ponies. Don't, drag it all over the goddamn place. Not everybody's into it. Just don't be so loud about it, basically.
Yeah,
and I completely agree with that. I hate going to videos on YouTube where some particular soundbite or piece of a song or something is used, and then I go look up the song itself, and I just want to enjoy what the full song is like because, I happen to like what I heard. And then I see nothing but comments based on what the other video was. And it's just like, come on, guys. I mean, I know you like ponies. I like them too, but there's more to this. I mean, this song wasn't made just for that particular thing.
Yeah, I'm the exact same way. Whenever I see a song that I like that I pause the scene in a PMV, I just want to hear the damn song. I've dealt with so many damn commenters.
Well, and another thing that on the crossover thing, I've seen it with TF2, where this really, really cool TF2 crossover artwork between ponies and TF2, and it's cool to look at and everything. It's cool if it's when it's posted up on DeviantArt, you discuss it within DeviantArt. It's not cool when you go to TF2 communities that and if they don't have a My Little Pony thread, you go and just smear the fan art all over the fucking place. They don't. Yeah, they love TF2. They may not like MLP, and they really don't appreciate you smearing the shit all over the place. You don't have to do that. Fallout Equestria is incredibly popular, and it's incredibly awesome. But I'm pretty sure that other Fallout communities don't appreciate having all the fan art of Lil Pip
all over their plate.
Yeah, they don't. It's because it's not something they're into. So grow up and back the fuck up.
Yeah, you're really just giving a bad name to the rest of the community when you do things like that.
Exactly.
Now I know you can't really help it either because there's always going to be things like that in any fandom. I mean, there's going to be people like that.
Well, yeah, I mean, you have the initial explosion, like what happened over last summer and into the beginning of the second season. But,
exactly.
This fandom is growing is growing and is maturing very quickly. So it's time to grow up. If this becomes on the level of Star Wars or Star Trek, that's fucking awesome. But to get to that point, we have to grow up. Trekkies and Star Wars fans don't pull this kind of shit. So, yeah, grow the fuck up.
It's about the base of it.
Yeah, I think
exactly that.
Realize that ponies aren't everything. Yes, it's a good show. It's fun to watch. The characters are lovable and adorable, but it's not everything.
Yeah,
it's not everything that you should base your life off of.
Yeah, I mean, we're all huge pony fans. We're all bronies. We do a podcast and Bullshit writes fanfics. I do a little bit of pixel art and write a little bit of fanfic. J-Hoof RP whores and does a pony podcast ostensibly, and Atticus narrates. And is going to run a My Little Pony Minecraft server, but we have other interests. I'm on, and Bullshit's coming off a huge Korra kick.
Yeah.
And I'm getting into rewatching One Piece. And J-Hoof is doing whatever he's doing. I don't know, whoring himself out some more.
Of course.
Yeah. So it's okay. It's okay. Just calm down with the shit, bros.
Mm-hmm. Overall, though,
and just real quick, honestly, the thing that really makes me sad is the people who are putting their love for this fandom in people's faces. They think they're doing good.
No.
Well,
it depends on how you go about it. Like myself, I have one shirt. All right, it's a custom one I did. It's I don't remember who did the vector, but it's a Soviet Celestia shirt. Fucking love the thing. I wear it out. People, give comments about it sometimes. I'm like, hey, what's that from? It's like, it's based on the, new My Little Pony show. That's a good way to spread it. You don't have to go into like huge detail about, oh my god, it's the greatest thing on the planet. You have to watch this. It's just like, yeah, it's a nice little show. It's, I mean, if you grew up in the '90s or saw those cartoons back then, it's very in that style. Give it a look. I don't go around like shoving it into people's faces like it's the best goddamn thing in existence.
Yeah, I mean, I have a couple of My Little Pony shirts, and my favorite shirt is the Pinkie Pie Portal one. And I've gotten a few comments on it, and people ask about it, people are like, well, yeah, I've seen that around on YouTube and stuff. What's that about? And I'll just be like, yeah, it's a reboot of the My Little Pony series, and it's done by Lauren Faust, and sort of is in line with like Powerpuff Girls and Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, and just go check it out. And that's pretty much just leave it at that. Sometimes I'll meet other bronies, and then we can kind of, brony out, I guess, on each other. And that's fine because we're just bronies, so.
Exactly. But the average person who's not seen the show or doesn't know much about it isn't going to appreciate you,
oh my God.
Basically having an orgasm in front of them over the show.
Show ever. It changed my fucking life. Oh my God, I wanted to kill myself before, but now it's like Pinkie Pie has shown me that there's more to life.
Now, for some people, that might be a legitimate thing, and if it is, I'm not going to judge them on it, but...
Well, I mean, if that really did happen, good for you.
Yeah, more power to you, but...
Other people don't need to know about it.
Exactly.
The dude at Subway doesn't need to know about it. He just wants to fucking know whether or not you want fucking mail on you. So.
I want you to get you the fuck out of there at that point.
So.
Yeah, but basically the thing is, don't shove your love for the fandom in people's faces. If they ask about it, tell them a little bit about it.
Yeah.
If they're interested, tell them a little bit more.
Pique their interest. Don't
scare them off.
Yes.
Do what I do. I say, yeah, it's Lauren Faust. She's the husband of the guy who created Powerpuff Girls. She helped work on Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. They have animators from Dexter's Lab, Johnny Bravo, Ed, Edd and Eddy, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And if they're interested, they'll usually check it out.
Yeah, that, and I know from experience, that gets more people into ponies than saying that it's a life-changing experience.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If you want an example, look at the Jehovah's Witnesses. They've talked about their life-changing experience for how many years, and look at how much they're hated.
And overall, just remember, guys, it's a cartoon.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
I know people do make things a way of life like that, but come on. It is a cartoon. Yes, we all love it and enjoy it. And I've already said great lovable characters and all that, but it's just animation, my friends.
Totally. I think we can wrap it up here. Unless Ben, do you have any final thoughts on this? Because you've been
not really.
All right. Well, I guess that brings us to the close. Of course, you can always find us at the Grand Canterlot Cavalcade.tumblr.com. You can find me at mdefmec.com. You can find mbullshit at mbullshit.tumblr.com. You can find jhoof at jhoof.tumblr.com. And Atticus, do you have a website?
No, Twitter? not right now. Probably won't.
Okay. You can find Atticus in the ether somewhere.
I do have a YouTube, but I don't ever use it. I usually just use it to comment on Scorch's audiobook videos, just to be like, just little silly shit like, just fuck yeah, or sweet, or I'm such an awesome guy because I do this with Scorch, because I'm a narcissistic asshole like that.
You just come in and be like, yeah, bitches, put this shit on your subwoofer and sit on it. Alright, well, you can find Atticus at the Fallout Equestria audiobook and the upcoming Minecraft server when that goes up. Mm-hmm. So, with that, I think we're done with this shit, so later, fuckers.
Later, fuckers.
See you all.